Autumn temperatures invite fun activities like roasting marshmallows around a campfire or enjoying the relaxing ambiance of a portable fire pit. But there are dangers that exist around such activities. Today we'll focus in on one in particular called flame jetting. Taken from an article published by National Fire Protection Association, here are some key factors about this dangerous phenomenon. Almost any necked portable flammable liquid container with a flammable liquid and a flash points less than 100 degrees, such as gasoline, can jet. Containers with large openings, such as buckets, cannot jet. In addition to gasoline, common flammable liquids include methanol, ethanol, acetone, and liquor above 150 proof. Flame jetting is typically observed when the container is being tilted and vapors are pouring from the mouth of the container. This allows air to be entrained in the container headspace, diluting the rich fuel vapors in the headspace to within their flammable limits. If the container has a nozzle installed when combustion occurs, flames can travel back into the container. The nozzle restricts expanding gases from venting, resulting in rupture along the container seam. Flames are expelled where the container fails, injuring the person holding the container. And now, a flame jetting survivor bravely recounts the accident that required her to be admitted to the burn center for 10 days.
So on September the 3rd, it was an odd day. Things just weren't going well that day. Right before I came home, I had left Christian Academy where our granddaughter goes to school at. And I got home and I wanted to sit out on the deck and listen to my worship music. So I came out on the deck and raised my umbrella and I lit my tabletop fire pit. And then I just sat out here 20-ish minutes. And then I noticed the fire was out. So I squeezed the bottle to squeeze alcohol into the well. When it lit, I should have moved my whole hand and bottle away. But instead, I released the squeeze and it sucked, created a suction and sucked the fire back into the bottle and it exploded. It was probably halfway full. It was a new bottle. And I had already filled up the well once. And it doesn't take probably like a quarter of a bottle. So it was probably still halfway full. I assumed I was on fire. It exploded. I felt heat. I can't really explain what it feels like to be on fire because it wasn't fully engulfed in fire. Part of me was on fire, so I immediately felt heat. And I jumped up and I started running into the yard yelling. And I go to put water on the ottoman thing that's on fire. And I was like, this is not going to work. So I had gone back down into the yard and grabbed the water hose and sprayed and got that out. And the bottle of alcohol was still on fire. I guess in the yard. I don't know if it was over here or it was in the yard or I threw it in the yard, but eventually I saw in the yard I sprayed it with the water hose and everything was out. So I sustained between 12 and 19% of my body was burned, mostly on the left hand side. I'd say my left thigh, my left arm, my left hand, my ear, everything on the left side. But those were the most painful and longest to heal. Is the ear, the arm, the thigh. I had to get skin graft from my right thigh in 2 places to cover the 3rd-degree burns on my left thigh, on my left arm, on my right thumb. They took some of that skin and put it in a spray bottle and sprayed my face so I would not have scars or any evidence, I guess, of burns. With this particular tabletop fire pit, or even a smaller one, squeeze bottle is probably not the greatest thing to use. Even if it wasn't a squeeze bottle, you need to make sure that the pit is smothered. The fire is smothered.